What's up, my peoples? It's Jay Cuttz, Salvaequa. We're out here with another segment of The Meaning of Life, and we're here with the one and only Johnny Davidson. What's up, bro?
Hello. It's your host, Johnny Davidson, with the Style and Talks. I'm here with my man Jay on his show, and what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about, life and your career and the good things that you have going on for you. Shouts to Terry, of course, in the background for the shots, and shouts to all the people out here that made this possible. And yes, so Johnny, how was your experience in the school bus like a few weeks ago?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to run over a cone. I thought I was going to run over a cone.
For real?
Because it was dark. So I thought I was going to run over a cone backing up.
Gotcha.
But the mirrors are there to help. I was looking at my mirrors all the time. So when I knew I was getting close to the driver's side, I turned it to the passenger, so my tail could go to the passenger's side. And then if I'm doing too much on the passenger, I turn it back to the driver's, and I try to keep it as straight. But you have to also play with the wheel. You know what I mean when you're reversing? Because that's a big wheel. It's not like a car where you have to hold the wheel put. This one you got to play with the steering wheel.
I got you, but you still backed up, like a natural. So you still, prove that you're capable of this and that, you can do it,
Yeah, at first I wanted to do the manual. Then I was like, nah, because I didn't actually shift and move in the bus because it was the nervousness. I think the people on your show will probably get driving a manual. It looks hard, but it's easy once somebody teaches you.
Exactly. It is.
Once they teach you the sweet spot of moving it on their own vehicle, you're gonna find a sweet spot on that next vehicle that you buy or drive.
Exactly. And in about how long do you think that you're gonna have your Class B CDL so you can start with this school bus career?
Honestly, I'm hoping that I could try to get this hopefully before the end of December. My permit.
All right.
I mean, I'm still in the class, but I'm willing to pay the class 2 if my program ends.
I got you. Well, just do what you got to do, man. You are capable, and that's all that matters, I also do want to ask you about this show that you were just here for. How was the show with Locario, the bad boy of the dating game? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Do you have any feedback,
Not really. I don't really have any feedback. I just enjoy it. He's an excellent guy. He gave out his his techniques of dating and experience and everything out here, that the world that we live in.
And why exactly would you say you enjoyed it? Is it because he spoke about dating in a way where it clarifies the approach that, men should have, that you can have when you're out here speaking to women and you're doing your thing?
Yeah, but he also talked about I think he spoke about like mentally wise that you have to be and do in a relationship. Because like he said, if that lady finds you attractive, she's gonna be here and there, high over heels, trying to get you, but she wants to wait for you to go to her.
Exactly. But that's what tells her that you really want it and that you have that confidence that she is looking for. Because I would say the way she sees it, if you have confidence in this area, then you have confidence in that area, and then you have confidence to get money and to own your business and to protect her if it came down to it. So it's a whole like domino effect, and I believe that's what makes it so severe,
Right.
And as far as you, though, I'm saying you said that at the moment you're just focusing on your path in life, on your goals and stuff, and then probably in the future, when you have everything where you want it to be, if you meet a nice girl, you'll marry her or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you do remember that, like, he picked up on the fact that to sustain a long-term relationship, it takes a lot of work. It's like having a car for the long term. If you have a car for 20 years, especially within like the last 10 years or so, right, that you'll have it for, or 20 or 50 years, you'll have to do a lot of maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you being married to a woman, like by the time she's 50, 60, it's like, you'll probably have to do more maintenance because she's getting older, she's getting more tired,
But
she needs your help. And yeah, you might, but if you're the healthier one, you're the one that's going to have to take care of her. That's a lot of maintenance, and you're doing that for a person now, not for a car, which is more, I guess, emotionally taxing.
I mean, a car and dating is almost the same, but also not the same. I mean, in the car, you in the car, you gotta like speak. The car speaks to you and tells you what's going on. When the dash tells you everything. When the check engine light comes on, it's telling you, hey, you gotta take me to the mechanic and check what's going on with me. Same thing with the girl you have. She gets sick, and it's a sign. You will know. Start sneezing everywhere, throwing up, or don't feel like eating anything. Okay, I gotta take you to the hospital.
Exactly. But I'm not trying to objectify a woman and say that she compares to a material object. What I'm saying is that, like, just like a lot of things have some things in common, even if they don't have the complete.
Yeah, I'm not comparing a car to a lady. I'm just saying there are some comparisons a little bit.
Well, in the form where, like, yeah, you have to do maintenance on your car, you have to do maintenance on a relationship, on a marriage, even a friendship, in all types of areas on yourself too. You got to brush your teeth, for example, and make sure you're clean, wash your clothes.
In relationships, there's a lot. You have to do a lot of communication. Not even communication. There's talk about everything starts to double when it comes to two people, because now it's not just you. Then commitment. You guys got to know what y'all want in the future, and also that's a part of the communication. So y'all know what y'all want in the future, and if y'all do actually see each other together in the future.
Exactly. Well, the important thing is that, you're happy with the person that you choose to be with, and that's something that I will preach until the end, But it's not just that you're happy with them, it's also that they're good for you and that you are good for them, and that it's a healthy relationship and dynamic, So I feel like, each guy has his own choice to make in that specific realm. And it's like some guys don't want to live that kind of life, but for the guys that do, it's just work, man, and just know what you're signing up for. Because when you're signing up for a marriage, man, you're signing up to be there with her through the good and bad, through the poor and rich, through health and sickness, just like so many things that can happen,
Basically, trying to say is, if you two commit, it's just like how should I say it? I'm not trying to compare it, but it's like when you commit something, it's like going on the highway, right, Jay? When you coming off that service road, comparing driving to a relationship, but it's almost like that. Some people compare. There's different kind of things people kind of compare it to. There's kind of high levels of relationships and low levels. So my level will be, take the little service roads of the relationship. Start slowly, and then when you build up confidence, you jump on the highway. And the highway is sticking together, communication, and all those other stuff, because you're gonna hit a lot of bumps. There's gonna be a lot of There gonna be a lot of flats, a lot of errors, and everything in a committed relationship that you're married to.
Exactly.
And then sometimes there's people who commit it because they're young, and sometimes young people like me will just go out, marry, and then regret it in the long run. That's why I don't want to have a relationship yet until I get myself together. And then once I see I got myself together and I'm serious enough to have something with somebody, that's when I go on the highway. Right now I'm staying on the service roads.
And exactly what do you believe should be together for you to have a woman like that, in your life?
It has to be communication, personality, and you both got to love each other in the long run and the starting. And it's about them being there for your lowest, where you started from to where you go up to.
You will get that. You will find that, bro. Just you made that face that made me feel like that. I don't know what it is.
Anywho, no, yeah, I'm single on the board, but right now I'm trying to focus on my little future. I wanna have I already got a job. I already have a job, and I'm just paying stuff little by little. Right now, I'm trying to save up money to put my car on the road.
I got you. So what you're saying is like you want to be like the old-fashioned protector and provider, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you want her to like you for you.
Yeah.
And so you would rather her almost, step into your life in some type of way.
I mean,
before, you get to the top of the mountain or something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, some people don't probably, right now, your audience are probably like, huh? That's completely opposite. Usually it's the man that goes up to the lady, right? It's usually the man that goes up to the lady, or the lady comes up to the man, but it's usually the man going up to the lady. No, it's the opposite for me. I like to focus on my stuff. I want to get my life together. If I want a relationship, then yeah, I'll put myself out there. But if I don't want one, and if somebody finds me attractive, and they do, they can come up to me. I'm friendly. I don't bite. Hopefully not, but I don't bite.
Yeah, but if you heard what me and Lacaria was speaking about, how females sometimes, not all of them, because you can find the type of girl that would fit in more with your style of life, right?
Right.
But some of them can feel a resentment because if they didn't throw out any choosing signals or tell you anything, even if it was something indirect to get your attention so you could speak to them in a romantic way, of course, then you would have not shot your shot. And the way he was explaining it is that what they like is assertiveness from men. And that's not 100%. It can be seen as some type of confidence, of course, because you still close a deal, but it might not be seen as that raw assertiveness that they want to see when a guy just, without apologizing, just go straight up, for the shot, to, speak his truth and to let her know that, yeah, she's very attractive and he would want to, take her out sometime and get to know her, for example. It's more bold. And I also read online, and I do believe that there's a reality to this, especially because of my experience, that but this applies when she's interested in you. When she's not, then not. Desire towards a woman that desires you as much or even more is an aphrodisiac for them, which means like her seeing how much you desire her is what is gonna, make her feel that strongly for you. The fact that she feels and can see your desire, and that's where that, objective of approaching in a bold way works, because she sees that raw desire and she has no doubt that she didn't even have to go look for you that you just came up with this force, with this fire, with this passion, and you told her that you want her, you know?
Right. And then plus that the thing that plays around with me too is that I don't know if you know my zodiac sign. My zodiac sign is Pisces. Pisces are emotional, attachable people when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, I'm not too much into astrology, like I said before, because that's more like religious teaching. You know, I hope you enjoyed your daily religious sermon.
Oh, boy.
But over here, you know, we speak about the meaning of life, of course. But no, I see what you're saying. What you're saying is this: you are this caliber of a man, right? For example, and you feel like you're just not built to be a hardcore player and to play games and to play with people's hearts. So
yes,
when it comes to dating and speaking to women, you just want to let it be known that you can't, you know, do this stuff that's, you know, inhumane.
Me, since I said that I'm a Pisces and I get emotionally attached here and there, that's why I don't really focus on relationships, because if I focused on one person, I'll get attached. I'm one of those people. I don't go person to person to person because my heart gets attached.
No, that makes sense. I would say that's a human instinct, you know. But as you get older, you start to snap out of it in a way where, like, you accept that it's a cold world, and it's like you just can't be that, you know, nice to everybody because people will take advantage of that, you know.
And that's another reason why you don't see me with nobody, because I learned that nobody's gonna have the heart that I have. That's why you don't see me with nobody.
But you can find that. But this is the thing. Even if you do, it's not. Yeah, like I said, there's a good side to you and her being attached to each other. But I would say it has to be a healthy attachment.
Right.
You know, because when you depend on somebody too much, it's almost like without them, you won't do what you got to do to enjoy your life or to improve your financial standing or to live a great future. It has to be because of, you know, the balance of love that's there, you know? Right. You don't want to love her so much that you lose yourself.
I mean, yeah, but I do want to lose myself a little, but not a lot, that I've fallen for the person. It's like even love. One person shows love and the other person shows the same right back. 100%, 100%. 50%, 50%. And plus, I want to be with somebody forever and not just in the long run. Then they're like, okay, I'm done. Go to the next person.
But just stay in control, man, because love could be a dangerous game, especially when you don't know how to control yourself, you know, when you're feeling such strong emotions and when your psyche is so focused on, you know, a woman because she has you, like, I guess, fixated and even slightly obsessed, you know. Stuff like that, it doesn't happen to me, but I've learned to deal with situations that could have became like that if I didn't control it in my past. And that's why I'm here to tell you that, you know, as a man and as a human being, you have a gift and a curse to all these experiences in life. And that's just something that, like, you're not the first or last one, man. You have to learn how to deal with that, and it's going to help you in the long term, you know. So, of course, you know, have your heart prepared for love, but don't glue it onto a woman, you know, unless you really know that she's 100%, you know, there. And even if she is, like I said, there's a healthy aspect to it, you know, because tomorrow isn't promised, and there is nothing that's 100% guaranteed forever. She might stick with you forever, but somebody's gonna pass away.
And that's my point. I want to stay forever together until one of us pass.
Yeah, and if you're both with the Lord, then you'll see each other in heaven with Jesus Christ, and you'll be happy. But again, you have to be strong enough to pass this fire here in this sinful world, And also, I would say it takes a lot of forgiveness, something that I can do, but I have struggled with, It's true, maybe it's possible that I left a woman that maybe she would have loved me for the rest of my life, but it's just past a certain point. I feel like it's kind of hard to give chances. I could forgive, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I can hold a little grudge if somebody, tries to mess me over, but again, see, just don't be like me in that way completely, but also don't be naive, because sometimes you got to do that to protect yourself, because you can forgive her, but if you let her back in, she might burn you again.
And that's another reason why I don't date, because when you get attached to that first person, then they do something bad, then they come back to apologize to you, and then you fall for them to let them back in, and they hurt you again.
Yeah, like I feel like this chick that I let go.
And then plus, look at the island we live on. It's nothing but Bermuda Triangle, as they call it in the movie, that Bermuda Triangle, where everybody's trapped on an island.
Yeah.
And it's the people that you date or be friends with, and then when you break up, nothing changes because you already dated everybody on the island. Now you gotta still live with them on the same island until you move.
No, but you should be alright. Unless you're in the same neighborhood, you should be alright. But this chick that I was talking about, yeah, I mean, she would have probably still been with me, but I just feel like, I think past a certain point, I think, there's no going back. And you just have to know where that standard is at for you, at least. So you'll be able to live with your choices. You have to know that if she decides to cross this line, I cannot return. And this has to be something that you believe in strongly, and if she really loves you, I believe she won't even attempt to cross that line, But again, people make mistakes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there's room for error. So that's why you have to be forgiving. But you just have to know what you could deal with and what you can't. And me personally, I cannot deal with her, as an example, returning to me from another man. I cannot. If she was with me, as an example, and she got a taste of this, and she went somewhere else, there's no way that I can take her back in a serious way no more. It's not machismo or anything like that. It's just, in my mind, that purity is gone in my eyes. It's not that it's gone for all these guys. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for me. So this is a standard that I have. And you just have to know what you want to deal with. And it's not that I'm insecure, but if I'm like that, it's because I feel like if anything did go wrong in the future, then she would go back to doing something like that. So that's why that's like a big no for me. That's you're done. So is there anything that you have, like a standard like that you would, that you would like to speak about? As far as like, if she does this, there's no going back.
All I know is I don't give people second chances. I just don't.
Yeah, but
I don't believe in second
exactly
chance.
What though? I'm saying what would she do so you won't hand her a second chance?
Just anything that doesn't even sit right to me.
Like?
I wouldn't say anything like cheat. I'm not taking you back the second time. Cheating, I don't. or just anything that you do behind somebody's back that you're already dating.
Like
Going
speaking back?
Not speaking back, but I think like talking behind your lover's back.
Like lies, like gossip.
Spreading lies, gossip, probably like hooking up with other people behind their backs. Is there anything wrong in general that you shouldn't be doing behind your lover's back?
And at the same time, right, you know, I don't want you to take this, you know, in such a harsh way, because you will find females, especially within the years, that will want to have kids with you and will probably even ask you for marriage. That happened to me a few times, to be honest. I was probably asked like 2-3 times. So
like
and,
in your
and
20s?
Not by the same one.
Like in your 20s?
Like, yeah, like 20s, 30s, like within these years. I was probably asked like a
25,
few times
24.
about kids, about marriage. And this is the thing, the stereotype is the guy's supposed to ask. But this is the thing, right? And this is just an experience like tip for me. Do not always take what comes to you, but take what you want to take. You see,
Right.
So I would have been married or had kids, but don't always take what comes to you. Take what you want. At least you know if it goes wrong, that's what you wanted.
You know it's gonna
Hopefully
go.
not.
Yeah, because usually all that comes into play once you had a few like dates going out, having dinner, this and that, and that's when the show really goes down. Because when you propose to that person, just wait until you both go home, then you really see the other side of her that you never seen. That's another thing too about dating, because you two will show different sides starting dating, this and that. But once it gets to the proposing and then commitment and then the rings to get married and then have kids after that, it's a whole different ball game depending on the lady.
You know, when you live with a woman, you know, you get to know her on an intimate level and all of that.
And mentally,
You know, mask starts to come off. You know, it's not always a bad thing.
that's why I said. That's why I said
when
some.
you live with somebody, you know.
That's why I said some. Some stay the way they are, and actually truly stay the way they are. Some of them actually show their true colors on the first date or meeting. Some just fake it until they make it.
No, and something else I can tell you as an older head too, don't take rejection as a bad thing, man. A lot of the times that's God, like protecting you. You know,
no,
he'll
not-
allow her to do you like that, so you won't have to deal with that down the line. You know.
No, I don't take
take
rejection, because when people reject me, I said okay, and I know I could do better.
Yeah, you just
I don't
see it
even
like
I
that.
don't even focus on them anyways. That's why I focus on myself.
I got you. Well, it's been a beautiful episode of The Meaning of Life. Shouts to Terry, who's in the back of the boards. Well, we appreciate him a lot, you know. And may God bless my boy Johnny, and may he have the utmost success in his life in the future, you know.
No worries. Plobby and